This morning, I have solved a puzzle of evolutionary biology. Here I sit by the sides of Star Lake in my hot tub, solving naughty questions of biology. Is that amazing? I mean, I'm not even getting paid for it. So here's the thing. There's this thing called primate gender selection that says that when the females of a species eat something that clusters, then the females of that species also cluster. They form gangs to protect their food source from other females. Now, when the females are in a gang, then the males fight each other for access to the gang. And when the males fight each other, then you get an evolutionary selection in favor of strength and size. So, chimpanzee males are significantly bigger and stronger than the females. Gorillas are much bigger and stronger than the females. Orangutans are bigger and stronger. I think baboons are bigger and stronger. But there's a whole lot of monkeys that are not because the females don't eat something that clusters. Whatever they eat is all spread out through the jungle, so there's no reason for the females to form gangs. So there's no reason, I mean, every male's got an equal opportunity out there in the jungle of finding some female by herself and, doing whatever it is monkeys do. Except, and you got to buy me coffee. You want to hear about these monkeys? There are some monkeys down there in Brazil on the Atlantic coast, who the females do eat something that gathers in clusters, and the males can't fight each other because they don't have enough carbs to support a combative lifestyle. Plus, they live so high in the trees that if they got in a fight and it went wrong, they could fall a long way and die. So they don't fight, but they have developed a different way of, we'll say, triumphing over their male counterparts to have a better selection of their genes at these gangs of females. But like I said, you got to buy me coffee if you want to hear about what evolutionary advantage these monkeys have developed. Okay, but here is the puzzle. Human males are bigger and stronger than human females, but the differential in size and strength is nowhere near the differential among the other primates, among the other apes especially. So what goes on there? How come it is that human males are bigger and stronger, but not a lot bigger and stronger? Here is the solution that I came up with this morning. Tools. Human beings figured out how to use tools. So now, let us say that I am the fifth strongest man in the tribe. And so, last week, before I figured out how to make a hatchet, last week, I didn't have much access to the female of my choice. But this week, I have a hatchet. And so if number 4 or number 3 comes after me to take my female, he's got to mess with my hatchet. Now maybe he's got a hatchet too, but God damn it, I have a hatchet. And he might win, but he might get badly injured. So it really reduces the impetus to go after the weaker members of the tribe, let him have his woman, which means let him have some babies. So now you end up with me, number 5, having babies, which are number 5 babies. They ain't number 1 babies. So the tribe then ends up with more number 5 babies than it would have prior to the invention of tools. A little side note, footnote, some friend of mine, I can't remember who the hell it was talking about that if you're in a threatening situation, you want to appear to be completely crazy in terms of violence, and that the threat or possibility that you might die does not occur to you. You just are committed to violently, insanely resisting whatever the bad guy is going to do. And so in such a case, that will give him pause that yeah, he can probably take you, he can probably kill you, but given that you're insane, it might not be worth it. You know, he might end up with an eye gouged out, or he might end up with a broken nose, or God knows. So tough guys don't like to mess with crazy, weak guys. And so tough guys don't want to mess with crazy, weak guy, or don't want to mess with crazy guys with tools. Tools have reduced the strength size differential of the human race. Is that a good thing? I think so. It worked out for me. I've had number 5 children. I got 11 number 5 grandchildren. To me, they're number 1. You too. You are number 1 to me.